Good. So this is the French Open Championship round five, fifth round, which is happening in Nantes, France. And I'm going to make the live commentary of those two games, the fifth round, two games, and tomorrow two more games, the sixth and seventh round, all that round. I'm going to make the live uh, commentary, live stream. It's the fifth round, but already the top two players meet, face each other. Denis, Karadaban, and Lucas, Neyak. They will play. So it's like early final, as usual. Normally the tournament goes like 5 rounds. So at the fifth round, top two players who won both all four games meet each other. So we are going to have very interesting game. Plus one more game, Sofiane Lemantna and Benjamin Blanchard. Okay, the two games will be streamed. Before we check, let's see how the situation is ongoing. Okay, so this is it's in French. I'm going to make it in English because, okay, first I need to improve my French. Sorry, I can do that, but I cannot tell much, details. So that's why I prefer speaking in English, and there will be many, English speakers too. So I'm going to do that. Uh, so 7 rounds, and there is a prize and so on. But that's not important for us. It is more important for not this one. Okay, so who's leading? Denis. There are three or four wins. So Lucas and Denis and Sofian, they are winning all games, and then uh, many three wins. Okay, so we can see that why Denis and Lucas are playing, and Sofian is playing against the bottom of the three wins, I suppose, which is Blanc, uh, ben, Benjamin Blanc. So there are so many. No, not the bottom. Okay, he is on the ninth. Okay, so they are playing. Okay, so when we see the past who won the championship, we have two Open Championship and Champion Amateur champion. So Champion Amateur is only for French nationality Go players, I suppose, and non-pro. So Thomas Deba won many times. He got the second place of the EGC European Championship just couple of weeks ago, so he's still quite strong. And in the Open, many changes. Motoki, Daijunfu, Motoki, Lucas in 2020. I remember that at the time Luca won against Tanguy, and he used the opening that I taught, and he really liked it. And this time, I just checked briefly that I mean he didn't want to do, but it came. So he started with the opening that he likes. Okay, and then Jimin, Gao Jackson. So you see, not the French name on the open, and open is in fact more difficult to win because there are more, how to say, strong players. Okay, let's go back to the game. Yeah. If you have any questions about, you know, games and everything, please let me know. I will keep checking the the chatting board. Okay. Let's choose that option. Okay. So let's start from the first one, Denis and Lucas game. Can I find it? Okay, here. So, hmm so I mentioned that Luca liked to, I mean, he won the French Open Championship in 2020, and at the time, he was into this opening formation, which I called the third move 3-3 invasion or rush 3-3 invasion. And then after this, like white just answers normally and play one of the corners. Let's say white choose this corner or the other corner, then black choose this one. So nowadays, when one player plays in 3-4, then people do not approach high because otherwise black can easily get points like this, a lot of points. So normally white approaches in this way, then answer with this Shusaku move, and when white extend, black doesn't need to do this right away, but if black does it later, not now, but at some point, then the formation on the lower side is great. Okay? That formation is quite, strong and consistent, so it's not easy for white to enter. And especially later when black plays a move like this one, then white exchanges these moves. And while white is exchanging, black can easily get the lower side as black's guaranteed territory. So that's why I recommend it, and he used it a lot. Um, this one? Okay. In case white plays double hane is also an option, then black can cut and capture to make this opening formation. Then you guess, in this case, should black go to this A corner or B corner? Black has, free to choose. Black has free chance to choose. Then, okay, let me check the chat. Mhm. In this case, black should choose the lower one, okay, lower one like this. Then this black's lower left corner, lower right corner, and that punnuki has a good synergy effect. Okay, good connection. That's why uh, that is quite good opening formation. So if white plays double hane, then black can just cut and capture and choose the right side. So it can block white's double hane option. So white can only play this one or this one, and later black can make this formation. I brought this as a topic because, Luca just played this one, approach once and enter the 3-3. This is so classic, which happened a lot in pros games. Nowadays it's nearly disappeared, but it happened a lot. And I know that Luca likes it. I played against him, I don't know, like a couple of times uh, in the last like 2-3 years, I believe, in some event, and most of the time he chose this opening formation. I remember, and he really likes it, and it means that he knows this well. And in my online Go school, he's one of my members, the strongest members. He also used this a lot, and he told me that he likes it. Uh, Denis won how many? Like 3 games in a row in the European Championship and went up to the top 4, which was great. I was glad to see that he achieved his, biggest milestone in this year. But unfortunately, he couldn't move on, so he got the 4th. But anyway, he did pretty well and he promoted well to 6th dan. Um, Dennis, I told him long ago when he was like 3Q, but he is no longer my student, but Lucas is my student. So if you ask me which one do I cheer for, then I would say half points a bit more to Lucas because he's the current member. Okay, and after that, black white approaches, and you see that black made this formation. So I'm sure that Luca was happy to start with this, family opening. I always recommend people to uh, grasp some mm, favorable, like favorite patterns, opening formations, and use it because it's not easy to master this game, right? But to master one specific opening formation or pattern is a lot easier. So that's why if you play a lot and fail a lot and get used to it, then I'm sure that you can get a lot better. For instance, if you are like 3Q, but you are good at this specialized opening formation as like 3 dan, then one part you are about 3 dan. So that's why. Okay. So here black played and white tanuki. White can tanuki and white can answer here too. Okay. This one is quite good. White can answer here or white can play like this one. Actual game white play here, which is okay too. Nowadays this one comes more often because even if white plays here, like actual game, black can still do something in this corner. So white doesn't like it. So if you can do something here anyway, then why do I need to play here to make it small? So I can make it big. So you save, but I can make a better position. And this one, that fifth line move helps more for this A side, because A side is getting bigger and deeper. Okay. And then instead of this one, white chose this one. So it means that Denis didn't worry much about this invasion. Uh, like how the game went, things become so complicated, right? This kind of stuff is complicated. So do you like to have this kind of complex situation, or you don't like it? It depends on your style of play. If I hmm, mm, say describe the two players' style of play, Denis is more close to the aggressive style, like a fire. Okay, but Lucas is more like a water. Okay, he's so calm and generous, so strong, but sometimes he's too generous, so miss chances. But Denis is too hard, so that's why he looks for more and therefore sometimes make overplay. So it doesn't mean that one is better than the other one, but we can easily see that Denis doesn't like, doesn't afraid of taking this kind of complicated situation. Or even after this one, there are many other options too. For instance, why can go lightly like this? This kind of movement, I really like it. It is called an elephant's eye movement, and it is weak because opponent can caught. But in this case, white doesn't need to worry about it because when white can push and cut, black need to go out, and that shape is already pretty bad. And even here, there is a weakness that white can make this across attach and cut, which is looking for this, ladder weakness. And if black answers, then white can use this center moves to get points and look for a base. White can easily get a base, right? So that's why it is not easy to do. And that is the reason why one of the most often played mistakes among like Q players after taking this pincer is attach and extending. Many people extend here, but this extension is so slack because this connection is kind of center. After connection, if black doesn't take care of it, then white can make this across attach and cut to get this profit. So this connection is kind of same. Of course, why shouldn't connect here because black can answer effectively right away. So shouldn't do, but if this is sent there all the time, let's say this is already exchanged, then should white extend here? Not at all, is it? So that's why attach and hane is the proper way, or exchange first and then hane. And don't worry about being caught, because if black cuts here, then white can connect, which is the same spot as before. So I can make this even in this case, I can make even a call. So that's why. Okay, so please remember this extension, this part, or sometimes, okay, how to escape, let's just go here. Then this is also bad. Okay, so you should attach, or sometimes you don't need to attach because, if you exchange, like what I explained before, black's lower side is getting more solid. Okay? So better not to do and just go lightly. Black cannot do this anyway, so later if white attaches, white can make a pretty nice shape. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, so that's why. Okay, here and then white can go more smoothly like this, but as I explained, Denis is like a fire. Okay, he is on fire. I suppose he upgraded his style through the what is it European Championship because he got the great result there. So I covered and then black just play very softly. Instead of this one, black can say that, oh, how come you do this? Okay, let's attach and fight. It's too much, but black can imagine this kind of stuff. But no, Lucas just go smoothly. White comes here, okay, that is pretty good point. If white doesn't play, let's say white plays elsewhere, later black can play this extension and it's nearly safe. Okay? And this extension has a good continuation too. If black can make this one, then black can clear up this area, the corner and the side. Okay, so that's why it's a pretty good one. Okay, so I came here to collect points and shared. and white played here. Oh, white. What white is saying is that okay, let me take everything. Okay, I already settled on the lower left area, and also I play here to get this corner. Then black should get angry. Is it? This one looks like the fair result. Uh, in case black can save, then of course black should do it. So black가 패치된 하안에, and white chose this option. White has two options. Instead of this one, white may choose this Atari and then go through. Okay, what if I go through? Oh, then black can just cut and capture and be happy. Is it? Because black saved it. If I tenuki, then black can extend. That is so annoying. Is it? That black is looking for this cut or bring the group out like this. Therefore, white just Atari once and then make tiger mouth. Okay. Not the connection, but tiger mouth. Because if black connects it, then white can peep here. That peep and cut may kill. In this case, black is strong on this area, so I'm not sure. But in general, this is working. So even if black wants to go out, white can just block and kill. Okay. It's dead. Okay. Therefore, black shouldn't connect. Black cannot connect. Before connecting, black need to make these exchanges and then connect or cut. Then black is safe. Okay. Black should save it in this way. But when black pushes here, white doesn't block. White plays Hane underneath. If black cuts, white can extend, and oh, it is dead. Black goes out, and white can connect to kill. And if black captures, white block to kill. Therefore, when white plays Hane, black should block to let white connect, 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 and black go through like this. Then you see that in this case, to have tiger mouth here, this one is slightly better than the case that white has a stone at A. Is it? Better shape. Okay, more space one can make it. So that's why tiger mouth was the right one. So white plays here, black plays here, and it exchanges like this. If this happens, then white can keep the corner, but black's left side is great, is it? Because the two stones, these are not clearly dead though, but almost dead, and no, even if white goes out, black can connect underneath, so it's pretty, good result for black. So that's why white didn't choose this option. Sometimes white can, but white chose this one, which is even more complicated. Okay. Black play here first. Okay, that's the right one. The reason why black plays here is because if I block, black can go down, and then cut and extend. If black cut and extend, white cannot clearly connect. Okay. Without this exchange, white can play here. Then, with this exchange, black can play like this one in center. So there's no clear connection. Okay. And in this case also, black can aim the weakness. There are plenty. That's why black exchanges this one first. Otherwise, okay, let's say if this happens, then white may block directly. So to have this exchange is a lot better. Okay, so when black plays this one, white also cannot answer like this. So gives the connection, black cut, and then just taking this should be not enough. After here, black should have had asked a bit more. Okay, oh, it's too big. White just clearly takes this. Black is a bit over concentrated. No, I didn't expect that. Okay, so here maybe black can go down once, because if I step back, then black can save it inside. Okay, this is a lot better. So when white blocks, then black can think differently, because with this exchange, black can extend here and cut and extend. Then the capturing race must be a lot better for black to handle. Okay, black had to fight. Black shouldn't give this too much like that. Oh, okay, that one clearly I prefer white. Okay, okay. There's no sort of questions so far. Okay, then let me just keep going. This is not the game I review now. This one. Okay, so black extend, white, and then now things go smoothly. Okay. So up to here, which color would I prefer? Then I would say definitely I prefer white. Okay. That is a questionable decision on the left side. Okay. White definitely takes 4. Okay. So we should move to the next one. So to now, which color would I prefer? Then I would say I prefer uh, white. Okay, so I need to open the new one. So let me open the new one like this. Is it? Okay, good. So I need to switch one to another like that. We should have prepared this, like this. Is it? Perfect. Now it's changed it. Is it? Now we're going to check the second one. Wow, why it is making like big framework. At the same time, it's a bit, I need to change the name too. I don't like it, but okay, I need to do. So here, like this. So going this way. Copy paste, copy paste. Okay, good. Okay, I think I forgot to talk about me. Okay, the commentator. Maybe some of you doesn't know who I am. Okay. Okay. I'm InSeong Hwang, a Dan player in Europe. I'm the official Go instructor, Pédagogie Nationale du FFG, French Go Federation. I'm living in France since 2014, but living in Europe for about 18 years, from 2005, but there are some, cuts in between, one cut in between. And yeah, since I live in France, I well settled. Before I moved a lot, but I settled in France and raising kids, teaching Go, and live here. Okay. Grenoble. I'm living in Grenoble. Okay. Grenoble, you maybe don't know, because it's not very famous city, but it is famous in France as Go players because I think we have so many players and strong players too. For instance, Denis is from Grenoble and many other. So Grenoble is a big country in Go in France. Okay, let's check the second game. That is the game between Benjamin Blanchard and Sofiane Sofiane Lemaitre. Okay, so let me start it from the beginning. Oh, three-star formation. Oh, that is quite unusual. Why not? Is it? Why not? But it's a bit, outdated. If you like it, you can do it, of course. But nowadays, this kind of side-friendly moves are kind of disappeared. So if you like to play a modern style Go, then you better play for like corners like this one. But of course, why not? And Blair also play here. That is also unusual. Nowadays, just direct 3-3 or approach, we see a lot. But this one, and white approach is an extent, pretty unusual. And this one also, I can play like here or here. So they play in a very classical style. And in the previous round too, has black. He played it like this. Okay, but he is white now. In this case. Okay, let's go. So okay, this one approach pinsons. I play pinson. Okay. If I were black, I would have entered the corner. It looks so tempting to have all these exchanges. Like push once more, answer, and then tenuki. But why not? And pincer is also unexpected. If I were white, I would answer, or I would just enclose here, 3-3, and then just low extend like this. Okay, but okay. Black plays pincer. This pincer is also a bit unusual because white has both sides. So it's a pretty unusual one, but why can't even just play this one and then let black jump and cut to fight? And this kind of stuff, I really liked it when I was young. Okay, why not? Because I have so many friends nearby, so why not just cut and fight? I would do that. Okay, directly. Okay, but why choose this one? This is also a unusual one. Normally white attach is here. This attach was the unusual attach in the past, but I think we saw this move first time in AlphaGo's games, AlphaGo Master. AlphaGo Master and AlphaGo, or the Google DeepMind shared many of AlphaGo self-playing games, AlphaGo versus AlphaGo, and we found so many of this here and extent. This was so unusual movement in the past like this. Okay, so nowadays this kind of situation comes tiger mouse or connection. In this case, connection should be good enough. So I normally choose this option. Okay, but why attaches here? This is an old one. That old one is considered as good for black. Yeah. But white chose this option because white has this big area. Okay. White already wanted to have this big influence. Okay. Ah, middle already. No, I'd say it's okay to play like that, but I wouldn't do definitely for our black. Okay, I would have approached it directly to have something like this that I built from the side, because I'm afraid that later, let's say black plays here and white just plays elsewhere. For instance, taking 3/3. Of course, it is not the right way. But let's say when white plays here, black approaches, uh, and white exchange and then do this, then black still need to play an extra move anyway. So let's say black goes out, then that stone in the middle is in the upward place, is it? It's a bit awkward. Uh, how to say? Black wanted to break this white area in an indirect way instead of doing something in a direct way. Indirect way is good because it includes so much meaning in it. So, how to say, you open your possibilities to many cases. For instance, if there are like 4 options you can choose, uh, then you feel that it is better than taking only 2 options because you have more options, so it is better. But what if that 4 options are uh, useful, but you need to take one turn to make that options. So black is basically spending turn to get that options. So losing a turn and get more options doesn't make sense. Now black has more options and black chooses this and one stone is missing in the middle. Okay, so that's why I don't like this kind of indirect ways. Of course, in the opening stage, indirect way is better than the middle game stage. In the middle game stage, you need to go on the direct way more. But one, I don't like it. I have some questions now. What if instead of D12, C11? Wouldn't K? Ah, okay. So let me go over there. So when black plays here, approaches. If black plays like this one, C11, is that? C11 variation. In this case, it is better. Okay, why is it better? I mean, let's say after this, black plays an extra move because it's better. Then black needs an extra move. Otherwise, white can play exactly that spot to make it weaker. If white has this move, then black never can enter the 3/3 anymore because white is weak, is it? So that's why this knight move is really worth it. So if black need an answer, then maybe I should ask it in this way. So in this case, now black to play. Where would you play? Then I will play here. Would you play this one? Because it is worth it? No. So I wouldn't do. to make it worse, it's better that black enters the 3-3, like here, let's say. But even if this happens, let's say now it's black's turn. I'm black. Would I play here in the middle? No, I wouldn't do. I would do something more direct, or maybe entering like this, or playing here to prepare to enter. And this is still very slack. So no, I don't like it. I cannot say that this move was the efficient one. Okay, why is this move? What I can do? Why sacrifice this in order to get the strong outside like this? Okay, so should black avoid it? If black avoid it, then why is this one? Oh, black avoid this. Why gonna play here and still try this move, which is not sente, but it's I mean it's sente. Black can save. Black can save with this one, but it's really damage it. So after white play here, black need an answer, but black can do, or maybe here, just like this and save it. Okay, I would have preferred this option more to connection, and then here, okay, and then tenuki. If I answers tenuki, otherwise not. This one is exactly what I wanted to do, and why I came here. This is also no, it's too much. So when I see European players games, then how I feel is that they wanted to be really, really good. For instance, they are 4 dan, but they want to play like 9 dan professional. So they try to play like 9 dan, but what actually the outcome comes like let's say 2 dan or 1 dan, then doesn't make sense. Maybe like they try like 100 times and 10 times they can make 9 dan level moves. But still, if they just keep playing like this, then making like 1 2 dan level moves 90 times and 9 dan professional level moves 10 times, it's still bad. So this kind of move is like including too many, things. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, oh, it is good because of this. It can erase the right side. It helps attacking or cutting the middle stone and blah blah. So many. Yes. So is it entirely bad? No. Then is it really good? No. And it's in between. This kind of move, I really don't like it. So I like to do something more direct. So for instance, if I enclose the corner, it's great. Okay, that's just great. So, oh, what if black plays here then? Black can make great area too, yes. I make it great, my opponent make it great. So it is the same. When white plays here, what if black approaches to make this situation? Is this wise A useful? Mhm. It's like A and B are just missing in the middle. Okay, what can white do with A? There's something what white can do. But what if I doesn't have that? What if I doesn't have and then do something? For instance, why didn't have this and why just enters here? Then maybe black answers, white extend, why can break it? If I say that, oh, if I have this, then I can break it better somehow. Somehow I can break it better. Okay, yes, but is it worth spending the turn and get it? Then that's the question. It is better than the other one for white because white spent one more turn. But if we just compare that two, this case and the other case, this case is like, let's say, 3 points better. Then it means that white use one move for 3 points, which is not enough like this. So this kind of move is so difficult to use it. To me, this move is not like a tool that I can use. I like to have a tool that I can use it directly. I have some object like this. Okay. If you ask me, okay, what is that? Then I can say that it can be this, it can be this, it can be this. But in many cases, if I can use so many, then it's not easy to use for one. For instance, I bought a chess board for I don't know, 10 days ago for my girl's birthday because my I have some small, like very kiddie stuff chess board, and she likes to play alone. So I thought that okay, it's better that I bought one chessboard. But when I went there, I found a, like a toy shop, like 10 games in one, like one board like this. So you can make a chess or a checker or some other games, 10 games. So I thought that, oh, it's so tempting that maybe I can buy one and she can enjoy 10 games. But if I buy it, then all the 10 games would have pretty, like, not very good quality. So, like 60% quality for 10 games. Maybe some prefers that. But I decided not to buy that. But instead, I bought chess and checker. Two, only two. This price was about the same. Then doesn't make sense. I need to buy, the game that I can enjoy 10 times, not only two. But I bought that because the board was wooden board, chess and checker, on the flip. And the figures of chess and checker were much better. It's, like heavy, like not like a stone, but, wooden, but heavy. So when I place a move, it feels good. The quality was a lot better. So 90% quality of two games or 60% quality of 10 options. Which one you prefer? That is the thing. So I can use this for A, B, C, D, but I want to have one that I can use it. So in this game of Go, of course, it is not all the time like that. But in these two cases, when I see these two moves, black's this move, white's this move, I feel that no, it's a bit no, I don't want to buy this. So that's how I feel. Like peeped, okay, of course, I shouldn't answer. This kind of peep, you shouldn't just connect. This is definitely good exchange, very good exchange for black. So I should resist it, and black just does the same. Okay, good. And then two moves are in the middle. So is it eventually good for black? Well, maybe. Then I need to analyze whether A is more efficient or B was more efficient. I don't know. And if you ask me, okay, please let me know, then I would say, no, I don't want to know. I want to just cut these ideas that no, 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 this kind of stuff is too much. Okay, so no, it includes too many, but so many low quality, too many moves. Then it's better not to do it. But I need to move it. Maybe it's a bit too far because white may directly cut. Oh, it looks a bit too far, okay, to me. So where would I go? Maybe here. Okay, this looks good because it is solidly connected and it gives much bigger pressure directly. Yeah, that looks a good looking. And white cuts directly therefore. Okay, white made a connection. So now look at this white one stone. Hey, is it really worth it? This one. It is in the wrong place. Is it? So that is not right. Okay. Hmm. Okay. White can connect, but if I were white, I would prefer playing here. So when black plays this clamp, or I answer in this way, because this connection, when I saw this connection, I thought, okay, but to play this one looks a bit too slack. Okay, I don't want to do this. This kind of stuff, I want to get it as like bonus. For instance, if I attach here, then in general, black plays Hane and Hane, cut and extend. So if I do this, then I can strengthen this area. And while I strengthen this area, I can easily uh, take care of this. For instance, here, here, cut. Okay, that's the proper way when there's nothing. And white goes in this way, then it's better because white made much solider shape. Well, white doesn't even need this. Can white maybe just Hane once and clamp? Because I want to do something more direct like this. Okay. I'll try not to spend my turn and get lazy like this. So when black plays here, I feel that black would have oh it's too much. I can cut. What if I cut? So it looks too much. Okay. So after clamp, black exchanges. Okay, maybe black can continue moving, uh, or after playing this one, uh, black should attach like this in order to use this. Okay, for instance, black wants to use this one, or black wants to do this kind of stuff, or block like this one, or what if I just cut? Oh, I did cut too much. Okay, so mm, after I cut, I feel that it's pretty tough situation for black. Okay? So this kind of stuff is like direct stuff. Why cut? So I can make something. Okay, it's been about uh, 45 minutes. Let me take some questions and take a break. I want to take a break, and not many moves are done so far. So please let me know if you have any questions. Um, After that, I will start. Well, like pause, make a pause for let's say 50 minutes, 50 minutes, and then I will come back. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh no, wrong. The game has run more. Oh, this one game has run more. Oh, okay. But, yeah, still, maybe only 10 minutes. I will just take a break about only 10 minutes, and we'll come back. How do you keep such brief Benjero? I it's because I couldn't make my hair cut. I got my second child 3 weeks ago, and before and after, so I'm so busy, so I couldn't simply cut my hair. Thank you. It's am I look tired? I suppose yes. Uh-huh. Okay, good. Uh-huh. So please follow the games, and I will come back in 10 minutes. Okay, so give me 10 minutes to fresh up. Okay, see you. Bye. Huh? So let's do it again. So we're going to check the first game again, and then go back to the second. So the first one it was uh, Denis and Luca. Okay, so where were we? We were at here. Okay, at this point. Okay, I prefer white. And when black pushed, white played Hane, Hane once, and Hane. Okay. So basically what black wants to do with this shoulder is not erasing the right side, but making upper side wider. Okay, white kept pushing. This kind of pushing moves are important because it can reduce black's lower side potential. And white played Hane, black also did Hane, Hane, black cut and Atari and push. Okay, instead of extension, because that two stones, black can abandon. Okay, that's why. Okay, well, I shouldn't give this because it's exactly what black wants to do, taking this huge area on the upper side. So, oh, white did extension. Can white even extend? Oh, it looks too much. Oh, if black answers, then what can white do? Just cut. Oh, then mhm, black may even Atari and just connect to take it. Cool, looks big. I wouldn't do. Hmm. So what would I do as white? I don't see a good solution, the direct solution. So in this way, I will go in an indirect way. Okay, I don't know. Oh, this coding extension is the direct way, but after black answers, I don't see. Okay, so then I just keep it because even if I don't play, what can black do? Black can play maybe this Atari, the answer, no big problem. So I leave it and then place this shoulder first. I don't think that black can play elsewhere to give me this, is it? So if black push, then I jump, and then maybe I can find a good connection later. For instance, if black extend or wedge and connect, then I can now cut and extend. Atari wants an answer, I cut, and then block. Then black cannot cut anymore, is it? So like this. I want to go in a side way. So maybe this is the moment that Dennis need to cool down. I told you that Dennis is like a fire. He's an active type player, so he tries to find solution in an active way in the most of the cases, which is good or which is bad. From time to time it is sometimes good, sometimes bad. I always make a metaphor in this way. When you just walk on the street, you face the door, then what would you do? Okay, when you face the door, would you push or pull? Oh. If someone says that I push the door, is that wrong? Or is it right? Or I pull the door, is that right or wrong? Of course, sometimes push is right, sometimes pull is right. So it means that sometimes push is wrong, sometimes pull is wrong. So the best is to check, okay, to read the sign that pull, then I pull, push, then I push, drag, then I drag, crash, then I should crash. Okay? So if you can see the sign, then you can make like 100% right. Okay? But if you don't see it, when I face the door, I always push, then it's of course wrong. Okay? So this way is like pulling. Okay, I don't know. So leave it and then go in a side way. This is the push way. So often the aggressive and active type players, they choose more of this kind of push option, a direct option. Let me just do it right away, like this. And you know, the calm type players always try to find the sideways. Then it is also bad. So you should always read the sign. But I'm an aggressive type player myself, so I do more of this kind of active way. Okay, I want to find a direct solution. Let me cut and kill are not working, and then I go on a side way. Okay, that's my recommendation, and that's how I think in general. So this is the direct way. Okay, let's see how it went. Let's just bend, hane, cut. Uh, oh, then it means that black takes everything. No, I mean black played here, and then black got it up to where is it? Up to this. Why it doesn't go? Okay, up to because of that. Okay, up to this one. Okay, so from here to this, again, here to this, black gain a lot. How many? Even black got this A because white extend B. Oh, about 25 from above this line, black, because it wasn't territory. From here to this, the whole area is about 25. 25 is cash, pretty big cash, and there's nothing black and white can do. No, then why need to get 25? Why gonna play Han? White entered. Eventually, white gonna Han. White did Han to get the middle. Let's see whether white get it. White couldn't get many. To get this isn't enough here. That's why white decide to take this. Then feel that white is in a hurry. Black doesn't need to because black has so many points in the pocket. When you have a lot of cash in your pocket, you feel good, is it? So black feels good. So black just mm, take it easy. So even in this last moment, okay, when was it? Oh, well, I should try this kind of stuff, but I don't want to do. Maybe just here. Then maybe white was afraid of taking this one. I think it is fine. Like here, and then I think that isn't enough because white black can even use all, or white can even use all this and their moves. So no, or I think Dennis is more to this type player. He doesn't like to have this kind of very boring style game that, oh, my opponent has territory and there's nothing I can do. I think he doesn't like that, but he chose that option. Uh, okay, so it's, oh, not this. Oh, it's a bit unusual that he chose that. Oh, I should not move it. I hope, is it right? Okay. Okay, oh, that is a bit unusual. Okay, unexpected move came. So let me count it. So it was 10, 11, 18, 37, 41, 50. Black has 50 plus lower right area, and white has 30 plus middle. So it means on the left side. So white need to make like 15 points, while black is also making points. That is not easy. For instance, when white played here, I didn't count anything for this lower right corner, but black got about 9 points, 7, 7, 8 points. And white played Hane, and while white is taking this thickness, black takes some more. So black simply takes like 10 to 12 more. So it means that white should make 15 points in the middle, but now white need to make 27 points in the middle to make this game even. Oh, that is quite, challenging. Uh-huh. So this kind of game is what Luca is good at. So black cut here in order to squeeze it. Oh, white decide to get squeezed because this one black may move it, but this one is pretty good. Oh, black goes out. Black can. That's okay. Black brings the good out because if white tries to block it, then there must be a way that black can use this. There's no clear way though. And black can squeeze it. At least black can easily squeeze. So black decide to do. So I pushed to erase that option. Did black need that? Black may simply answer here to clear up because black is leading. Okay. And white pushed. Okay, black gonna break that area. So white gonna have about 11, 12 on the lower side. So white still need to make like 15 in the middle, which is tough. Um, it is tough. So I believe that Luca would treat this game as like favorable game or like the game that he likes. So it's a bit strange that Denis chose this option. Maybe Denis thought that he's okay. From the upper left corner is easy. It is okay, so he just take it easy. Uh, but up to here, let me count it again. 37, 40, 45, 51 to 3, 60. Black has a bit more than 60 points. Then white's territory is just the same, about 35. Uh, about 35 plus the lower side to the middle. So white should make like not 25 because white has Komi. So I should make like 11, 18 points, but uh, not easy. So to here, white made some, but because of that, the middle gets thinner. Black can extend here. Black should think about many other options because there are some cuts and so on. But in case black successfully cut this A group from B, so can erase middle at the same time threatening A, then the game must be successful for black. Okay, but would that be easy or difficult? Then I would say I think it is possible. Uh, it's possible to to make it. But now the next move is important. Black should extend. when white push, black can even, take it like this. That is working. So after squeezing, after squeezing like this, black can take it. So if black extend, white need an answer. White need an answer somewhere around here. Then black should block here, or this one to endure. Black should handle this. Okay. Black decide to extend. It means that black switch the target from A to B. That B, black can, but it looks like more difficult way than the other one. Uh, at least there is no cut. For instance, when black tries to cut this way, white doesn't have this because black cannot target to throw in. So there's no that way. But here black has this cutting point. So black has some chance to use this thinness. So I suppose Luca chose this option in order to use that. But extend. Okay. First exchange everything. Black gonna wedge and connect to let white answer, and then tiger mouse to let white answer like this. Tiger Atari and tiger mouse. Then locally white gain more points, is it? Because this exchange from A to B is pretty good exchange for white, that white gain points. And whilst the C area is get much solider, so white recovered many points. But um, how black can get that cash back from the middle is the key. And how can black get it? So when you were leading the game, I often choose the option that I go on a way that which exists. I don't need to create a way. I just go on the way that I see, and my opponent also can see. But my opponent is the one who need to find the way to win a game, and that is so stressful and difficult. So I don't want to do. So I'm leading the game. I just go on a way which just looks okay. Then yeah, things go smoothly. So for instance, in this case, the most natural way must be extending. Then white gonna retard it. Then black gonna make tiger mouse. And let's say this happens. Then compared to the other case, black has this sort of disadvantage. Black need to extend. But before, white already locked this area, this middle. But this locking is missing. So this must be easier. White can play an extra move for connecting, but middle is getting pretty thin. This looks like the easier way because black doesn't need to find a very good solution. Black can just go on a way which just, let's say, exists. Okay, so the game is, this is the game. Black jumped. Instead of tiger mouse, black chose this option. Well, tiger mouse looks better. Looks like, pip isn't working. So after tiger mouse, black has a good continuation like Hane and Hane and Hane like this. Whereas this kind of stuff can be annoying too. So I don't want to jump. Okay. Any questions about this game? Or maybe some general questions. Is H14 too direct for black? H14. H14. Ah, to play there later. To connect, take a mouse, and after that, that doesn't need to Atari. To play here. I would afraid to do that because white has this way to attach. So not this one, because black's Atari works. But if I attach it and play here, then the cut is working. It can be working. Okay. Now, no, because black can maybe increase the number of liberties and throw in and so on. But if I push this here, then block cut extent. But white already got more liberties, so white can Hane and then cut like this. With this, is it already working? Uh, it is not. Okay, well, I need to here, then black can throw in Atari and block. Direct. Okay, so it's not working yet. Okay, but maybe after white plays here, it is working. So this one, black need to use this. Okay, somehow need to use this weakness. But I don't see a clever way to use this. Yeah. Not many. Black may play something like this to let white cut, then extension is sent there. It's a bit damage though, but then black has more chance to cut. But this kind of style is a bit risky, so don't want to do. So the soft way must be playing just here. So says that okay, you connect, but if you just connect simply, smoothly, then I can get so many points from attack like this. That is what black can choose. After Atari, there's no next move. Okay, seems strange because after Atari, connection is the only option. Is it? I didn't think about anything else. Okay. Things like Q5, K16 shoulder it earlier. Q5, K16. Uh-huh. Okay. So not yet. It's strange. Oh, finally. Okay. I connect. Right answered. And the next one is important. But black decide not to do, but attach here to strengthen. It means that black went to the side way. So after here, if I just place an extra move here, then black plans to play Hane. This Hane is looking for this weakness, that throw in, this one. So after Hane, if I need to step back, then what black is saying is that I can erase the middle anyway in this with this sequence. True. Right, so black decide not to make an action. Okay. But I wouldn't do. I wouldn't extend. I would have extended here because even if my opponent I play here, my opponent has no good option. Only maybe Atari like this. Like here, if I does it, then should black extend to let white clearly below, while black may choose some other option. Then I believe that black may choose other option like this or here, then go out together like this one. This should be more challenging. Black must have this exchange before. Okay, this must be more challenging. Okay. After this black extend, um, I would have chosen this option than the other one. Okay, but it makes sense. It doesn't mean that it is entirely wrong. Okay. So the game is like this. Where are we? We are here. Duplicate. Okay, touch and jump and then Hane. Okay. So they chose the side way. Um, when you see the stronger players' games, then uh, you may feel like this. You think that the game will end so soon because this is the fight which will decide who wins. But somehow they negotiate. Somehow they find a way to negotiate, endure and negotiate, and then move on. So this kind of stuff is the sort of one specific say difference between strong players and the weak players. Weaker players they cannot endure when one gives the pressure, but strong players they found the way that it doesn't mean that they can win, but they are getting, say, they will lose some points, but in duel. Okay? Instead of choosing the most, how to say, difficult option to make the game, okay right away, they try to make a longer game uh, as much as possible. So when I was young, as a insei in Korea, which is called 연구생, I did uh, recording. At the time, there was no, not many so computers. So I had to do many of that kind of work, recording pros games. The good thing for that was that if the game ends early, then it means that I have more free time. you know, if the game ends at like 3 p.m., then okay, I can go home or I can just go for, I don't know, karaoke or something like that. So when I see their games, I feel that wow, there is a big fight, and one should definitely win, to defeat another. So game will end very soon. So I was so excited about it. But then somehow they negotiated. And then the game goes, like 4 p.m. And then there's another big fight. So, oh, okay, now the winner will be decided. And then somehow they negotiate and go 5 p.m., 6 p.m. And that made me feel so struggled. Uh, I think this is the one. Okay. Instead of this, Black could have chosen something fancy. I can kill everything. And then white try to, reverse it, and then one takes another and finish. But instead, black is more cautious. But the game is still okay for me, so maybe I should just take it easy and go with, uh, the territory away. Maybe I can still win like this. Okay. Hey, was it better to play L4? Uh, not as much as before. Yeah, not as much as before, but it's a bit, irony that, there was a Landcar Cup, the final, the World Championship final. Shin Jin-seo played against Gucci Hao, the Chinese player, and that they made a great result. Uh, but instead of that game, checking that game, there is event match, not event match, but the game between the senior players. So senior means over 40 years old versus female players, female best players, and they are fighting each other. And that game was more interesting. That it's he who is about like 45 years old. He was one of the top players, but nowadays it's not the top anymore. And the other one is the world best, the top female player. Then who gonna win? This kind of stuff is more interesting. So I don't know what makes the people more interest in this game. It's not making a good quality game. Okay. For instance, do you enjoy this game? Luca versus Denis this game more, or Shin Jin-seo and Gucci House World Championship final? You enjoy this game more because it's French championship that you can reach it. Okay, and the players you want to know who wins. So this kind of game is more interesting. Before extension at N8. Before extension at N8. N8 is this one. Was it better to play L4? L4, like that. This is the fancy one. It would be great if there is something great. For instance, Atari ones and then COD and then maybe there's if my opponent make my dream come true, then yeah, so you will never forget this kind of game, is it? But the thing is that what would just step back, then you can squeeze it a bit, but that squeeze doesn't make much sense, okay? Because white is all connected and so on. So that's why uh, it would be great if there is something fancy, but I didn't see anything fancy. Black will touch it. So black is asking, give me more, give me more. You're weak. But white answered, and was it a good exchange? Hmm. Maybe black shouldn't exchange. This is a bad exchange locally because black may attach here to clamp like this. So if there's nothing special, then it isn't a good exchange. So, black wanted to extend, that's why. Then makes sense. Mm. So all this effect, a fault, what black is doing is to make this black's middle thicker. So making this, separated groups thinner, like A is getting thinner, B is getting thinner, like this, especially A. So when the A is getting thinner, then maybe black can use this one as center, and maybe this one as center, and so on. But it's a bit, let's say, slow. So it's like exchanging your turn, but taking thickness, not the profit. How many points did black get? Nothing. But black gets thicker. The biggest place must be on the top around here. Still, black can bother this area, maybe like this, and thread it. For instance, if white plays elsewhere, let's say white plays elsewhere, then black still can use this kind of stuff, like here, to squeeze and bring the group out. Then black may gain points. White cannot even cut, so I need to play this one. Maybe this isn't big enough, but black can aim this kind of stuff. Maybe after here, black extend to force white to. No, why wouldn't? Okay, so to play on the top, this area must be so tempting. Oh, okay. White has a choice now whether white choose this one. This is the biggest one, clearly. Then black gonna use this. Okay. Should white choose this option, or maybe white exchanges this first? Or white plays this one and look for this one and this one as sort of miai. That kind of stuff is so difficult. Okay. Very difficult. Oh, white even cut. Wow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The both players wanted to make opponents' shape thinner and thinner. It gets thinner. The thing is that black wants to make things simple, maybe just Atari ones and jump like that. Then white can push and then of course attach to have this. If white can use this, then white can simply win this game. So that's why, you know, I need to find another way. Black is thin, so something went wrong here. Uh, attach Hane once, black had to leave it. But eventually, after white jumps, did black get something from this cut? Then not really. Uh, okay, so it was good for black, but black couldn't get enough point from attack. So I think it's getting better for white more and more. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's switch the game. I think it is time. Let me switch it. It's a bit of work to change the name, but let's do it. Why not? Okay, so let me do it in this way. Uh, okay, it's too high. And okay. Now it is. Change it. Next time I would improve to do better. To do this. I pretty seldomly do this live stream. Okay, my main job is reviewing games. I review games through my online schools and make lectures there. Uh, live stream maybe like 2, 3 times a year. Not easy. I should get used to it. I like it. I like to do this kind of stuff. Maybe some live something. Maybe I should do it. Okay, so let's check this game. Where were we? We were at the cut, and I said that this must be good for white. So black's last move must be something like this to make the connection. If black saves, then it should be good enough for black because white is doing nearly nothing here. Okay, but white got a chance to cut, and we checked. Okay, black attach it. Wow, this kind of stuff cannot be working. Uh, White can highlight to this or the other, but it seems that black couldn't find a solution. It's not really a solution. So white got this, and black is looking for living. Oh, extension must be not working to kill this entire two stone, because white may just simply push and cut and cut and cut and go like this. But white, of course, doesn't want to exchange everything, so white is looking for finding more efficient ways to escape. Can white find it? Uh, to find it, do I need to cut, but then black gonna play here? Uh, there must be a good one. Why can? Why can? To save is not. No, why can push and cut? Okay, why can do this? Okay, so it's working. Why should just cut? Then to connect here, why can go here? Block here, then why can just push direct or cut once and then push. Then it is working. So it is working for white. So it is good for white. I mean, it's just one-way street. Uh, After getting caught, white is just looking for one to another. Black definitely need to save for the middle. So black did, but couldn't save the side group. So white got it. And black's middle is still unstable, so white is chasing, and it seems that white can make it out. There are not many things to tell. Um, to talk about this game, I think the most important part was what I informed in the early stage. This one and this one. That two. Ah, I don't like it. Okay. And uh, many of my students are they are Westerner, European and American, and they like to have this kind of moves. I mean, I think people really enjoy this game as a sort of strategical game that you have so many options and you like to discover that option. So that's why they like this kind of say what kind of move would you describe? There is a way that I describe it. Uh, but I don't know what kind of move is this. It's too theoretical or too indirect uh, because when one player plays this one and I ask it, okay, oh, why did you play there? Then the explanation will be so long. Ah, you know what? Because of this, it's like the God's move, the divine move, because it includes everything, isn't it? But no, it is including everything but nothing. It is exactly the same as what I explained. 10 games in one, like board. So yes, I can enjoy 10 games, but you know, very bad quality. Bad quality 10 games. I prefer buying just two games, good quality option, and then see how it goes. Okay, that's how would I do. So that's why I don't like it. So this kind of moves I called non-practical move. Non-practical. And nothing has been captured. It's just okay, good. It's better than nothing. But what is exact the purpose of this? There's no exact purpose. It's just like here or there, everything, blah blah. But no, then it's not good. Okay, so it's better that you go on a direct way, especially in the opening stage, because opening stage you may easily fall into this kind of like trap, like including everything. Maybe it is including the leather. I didn't even notice because black wouldn't cut here anyway. So, mm, no, this one and this one. Okay, that both, no. Okay. And later, black shouldn't get cut. Okay. If black makes the connection, I would say, why not? I mean, what did white do? Okay. Black is collecting lots of points and erasing middle, fine. But after cut, I think Benjamin just overlooked this cut. And I just saw Sophian's last game that he played against Gregor, Gregor, and he found something like this, and then he won. So I thought that wow, okay, good, a direct move, and he found it again. So the game is on, or game is on. Uh, white. Hmm, white exchanges many moves, which white shouldn't, because now I push, then black wouldn't care about it. Black now cares about the upper side group because it gets a bit thinner. Don't need to exchange. Just not this one, not here. Just push and cut. Uh, just push and cut. Because if black extend, white doesn't need to have this exchange. So black need to blow, and this must be possible to survive, and white can. So if I can, it was just good enough because it's being cut. Okay, but white exchanges unnecessary moves. Was it the game? Okay. And I cut there. Oh, what is that? So it means that what wants to do this one, taking this, but isn't it like a big damage? Why thinks that it is still good enough? Maybe. Hmm. Black shouldn't. Black wants to exchange this, but just right after exchange, it is dead. So black doesn't want to exchange, as black still has a chance to save this group. Hmm. So black should just cut, and white plays here to kill. Corner is big. It's totally taken. Black could have expected about 12 points, but now it turns to white's 21, 25, 28, so it's about 40. But black takes middle. Middle is not taken. Yeah. Black is out and made up a side dinner, but taking 40 makes sense. So white cut here was to just take points. Okay. So it seems that this game is pretty okay for Stephan. So he's winning 4 games and is gonna win 5. So it means that he's gonna play against the one who wins. Uh, okay, between Denis and Luca. Okay, Denis and Luca's game. Let me just do it. Yeah, the other side. Yeah. So after white cuts, black. Oh, decide to. Oh, this one is painful. So it is exactly what we check. White wouldn't even exchange this to make black feel comfortable. White would even play Han at first and then across attach. That kills. That kills. So now black is in trouble. It is in trouble. Hmm. Oh, black answered. Uh, uh, but black's only hope is the cut. If the cut is working, yeah, this one, and wedge, then white cannot connect because black cannot tarry and then do this one. So uh, if that is working, white need to play here and black can make the connection like this. Okay, so that is what black is aiming. So after here, if I across attach, then black should be able to endure like this and then cut. Oh, black can wedge first and then cut. Mhm. No. If I captures, then black can connect to win. No, cannot. White can kill first. Okay, this isn't working. So to make it possible, black should cut here first to have this exchanges and then wedge. That's painful. It's a big profit for white anyway, so it's tough. To make this possible, black should, but if black cuts, white can just connect to give it. Yeah, that is tough. Mm. Okay, and it is tough. So this game looks tough for white to black to handle. Uh-huh. So this first game, mhm. So white decide to take it. Oh, I choose this. Oh, why should extend? Oh, why choose this one? Then there is a different story. The different story is this one. Now black and blue to take this. So the difference is that white need an extra move to kill, but before it was not, is it? Even if black plays here, white plays Hane and it was dead, right? But black can jump to play this Atari. The code is working. Okay? That's why that AB exchange was good for black. So if I want to avoid this, I need to attach inside to play like here, but black can just go down. Okay? And the better way than this is clamp. Mm. Go down, then black can hane and here to save by Seki or this one. So after here, I need to block, then black can Atari and Atari to block. Then it is safe by double call. Right? So by this, it is safe. This is another way to kill, but in this way, black can simply go down here. So it is Seki, but alive. No, it's Seki and later on. It's not Seki. Well, I need to take turn. It is. It is. Okay. But if I doesn't do, then later black and Atari to save. Okay. So half Seki or alive. Anyway, so it is alive. So this is a mistake. So this kind of detailed part is important. If I extend, then black had much bigger, like sort of trouble. So I can do. Oh. Oh. Okay. So the second game, it's small, but okay, let me do it. When black blocks, white connect here first to prevent that cut, and black decide to resist it. White's direct cut isn't working, is it? We already checked many times. Because of snapback, it isn't working. But it is working because white can cut here first. Then black need to take this, and then white can push and then cut. So it is working. Eventually it will work. So if I does it like this, then I can get 10, 16, but need to give this. This is better for black, even though white takes this, right? Because the other one is like, no way. I'll just one hane and come back. Because with this one hane, white's this card is less effective. In the past, when there was no exchange of this, black cannot block, black can only step back. But in with this exchanges, black can Atari once and then come back to this. But, but I still believe that it is so big because it is so big. You know, if black answers here, then compared to white's card, um, 8, 8, 10. But white's this one, white gonna lose center. But this one, white takes center. Oh, no. Black's this decision wasn't right. Yeah, black shouldn't save this. Unless black can aim this white's weakness. I mean, after black cuts, if if A group is weak, or B group is weak, or C, if that groups are weak, then it is reasonable. But all safe. All safe. So no, black shouldn't do this. Black should have connect. Okay. Black should have connect and let white do that bad exchanges to get this. Then, this should be the right one. Okay, this one white even takes center. So game must be favorable for white. So let me count it. We're gonna have about 60 points, including Komi. Black also has about 60, but it is white's turn, and white's area is much thicker. So, for instance, this kind of exchanges white can make it, and white extend here, then the game must be favorable for white. It's about Komi difference on the board and even white's turn. So I can say that this first game, it's better for Denis. And the second game, white answered wrongly. Ah, black saved? No. Then game is over. Ah, okay. Oh no. So black had to play for this, okay, like this, and says that you still need an extra move. You need an extra move. I play like here to secure the corner, and let's see how it goes. This must be better choice. But now after connection, it looks tough. Playing to Atari, if black wants to find a way, white doesn't even need. White can just play here to win a capturing race like that. Okay, it's tough. So it seems that Sophia is gonna win this game. Okay, let me check the chatting board. What's bigger between G7 and G17? Oh, that was maybe the question. G17 and Q18. Yeah, good question. Q17, Q17 or G17? That is so difficult question. Q17 is guaranteed. This is a bit less than 15 points. But G17 around that area can be bigger or smaller because it depends on uh, the thinness. White decide to play this one. This is more guaranteed option. So you guess why white choose this most guaranteed option instead of choosing this one? Uh, it's because white believes that white is leading this game. So white choose the most, how to say, guaranteed option. Okay. 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 Just one tip that white just blocked. White didn't exchange and block, but in fact, exchange and block is better, is it? If this happens, then compared to this one, you see that black has some more points on this area. It's like 1.5 more. But why white doesn't play this one is because it's not always center. Sometimes it is center, but sometimes not. In this case, not. Because when white banned, black also banned. So when white plays Hane, black throws in, capture and go down. Then when white just simply wants to erase, remove the liberty, black can cut once and win the capturing race. So to win this, well, I need to throw in here to do the call. So white could have just taken, but oh, it becomes call. So that's a damage. So please be careful. This push is sente when you can push and then keep pushing or can aim the weakness. Okay? I find this as very frequent mistakes in Q players' games. Okay, just blog is the better way. Yeah. And in this case, black Satare is not clearly sente. Is it? So that's why black is hesitating. Black shouldn't. If black plays here, white may tenuki because it was 15 points worse, but white made it smaller. It's about a bit more than 10 now, which is smaller than this. After here, black should now play for the upper side first, but game is good for white. That's clear. And I think the other game is done. Yearly. Okay. Okay. Let me check this game more in depth to read it. About white has about 60 to 65 even. Okay, quite a lot. Black has black has also only about like 60. So I think it's not enough for white black to reverse the game. However, uh, it depends on whether Denis knows that he's leading this game. I played many games against European players in the past, and the most, let's say, the biggest difference what I felt was this one. Uh, Sometimes I was behind. In many games, I was behind, but people didn't know that they were leading the game. So that's why they try more and made lots of mistakes, which gives a chance to me. So it is very important to take the lead, of course. But after taking the lead, you need to know that you are leading the game. If you don't know that you are leading the game, you cannot win, even if you are leading the game. That's why earlier, Gosek said, to win a game, to win a game that you lead the game is more difficult than the game that you are behind. Okay? It's because you need to know. You need to know that you shouldn't go. Okay? But of course, like money. You want to have more money, better, is it? So you want to have more and more money. You want to have more and more points because it makes you feel more secured. Or you misunderstood that you feel that you were behind. So you get more and more, and then you make more mistakes. Okay, so you should know. You should know that sometimes you should stop hunting or searching for finding some points, but just stop. Okay, if you get to know when you stop uh, hunting or making some profit, you can win more games. So if Dennis knows that he's leading the game, then I'm sure that he can win. Okay? And the other game as well, if Sophia knows that he's leading the game, he wouldn't make much, trouble or changes. And if he doesn't make changes, then he can win. Game is still ongoing. I think Benjamin is having a hard time uh, to find a solution. Seems it doesn't have. So if so, then he will resign. Okay. So speaking about me, I'm the full-time Go teacher. I make living with Go for over 17 years in Europe. And I do this because I have my online Go school. I teach Go there, so which is called 연구생 도장. Okay. So if you're interested in learning with me, then please come. Uh, many people misunderstood the concept. There are many sort of like YouTube, that you can just go and see lightly. But my school is pretty, how to say, serious. So I want people who wants to study seriously. That is so important. If someone comes lightly and doesn't show up on the game and doesn't show up much on the reviews and lectures, then it's quite tough for me. So if you have time, you want to study seriously, then you should check my name, or it's called 연구생 도장. Quite tough. Uh, okay, maybe I should just make uh, like this. I'm disconnected myself. Ah, okay. Anyway, 연구생 도장. Um, it is insei dojo in Korean term. Then it runs 12 weeks in one season, and in that 12 weeks, you play 15 games and get all that game reviews, and everything will be recorded online, and you can just view it anytime, even after you cut your membership, you can still watch. So it's yours. And thank you, 동생 도장. And I give like 9 lectures a season in 12 weeks. So 9 lectures, 15 game reviews, and you can check the lecture library. Then after this, I share the personal goal report. So I analyze your goal in 11 parts, like whether you are good at the opening part, middle game, end game, life and death, or intuition, knowledge, style of play, and that kind of stuff, and give some personalized comments on it. So if you want to discover what style of player you are and wants to learn seriously to discover this game more, then please look after this 연구생 도장. Okay, the new season is going to begin in about 2 weeks, so it's a good time. When the new season starts, no chance to get in, so you need to wait like 4 months because the September is the new season and the next one is January. So think about it. And I believe that it is the most expensive online Go school in not only in Europe, okay, okay, but still, it's been running since 2011, and I believe that we have the biggest number of the players. So there must be a reason why it's running for many years and many members joined, even though it is expensive. So, I came to Europe in 2005 and I really liked it. But after 1 year, I had to go back to Korea with the military service reason. Every Korean healthy man need to go to the military service. So I had to go back to Korea for 2 years to serve for my country, to kill the North Koreans. I couldn't. But anyway, and after that, I had to, I wanted to return to Europe and to survive here as a Go teacher, full-time Go teacher. But I thought that, it cannot be possible because even if I do my best, it was so difficult to get like 1,000 euro per month. That's not possible. So during this, military service time, I had some time, so I made a program that how I can, apply the 연구생 program that people can, play seriously and get benefit from the program. I designed and then made it after a couple of years, and it worked well. So that's why I got a chance to survive as a Go teacher in this Western country. So uh, you wanna have that benefit from it, then please look after. But I should warn you that you need to spend your time. You just play like one game per week and just don't show up and just barely check your reviews and lectures, then you cannot improve. Okay. To improve, my teaching, or even if you get a lesson from some other, strong players, lesson is like medicine. Okay. If you take medicine, will you become healthier? Of course, is it? If you have the right routine, that you eat well, sleep well, and like, I don't know, do some exercise and then taking the pill, it's great. But because, oh, I'm taking the great pill, what is it, medicine. So because I'm taking this, I'm good. I don't need to do anything. So you don't eat, you don't sleep well or work, then of course you cannot, is it? The one who just do some regular stuff but don't take the pill will have more, you know, will be much healthier. So this kind of teaching, when you get it from me or someone else, it's just like a medicine. It helps, definitely it helps, but it's not all. You need to play many games and get many failures from your games. That's how you can learn it. Game is not finishing. Let me check. Because the first game, hmm, so Benjamin decided to bring this group out, but it's not safe. Huh? Planning to save both groups, A and B, at the same time, which is not possible. So he's doing like, you know, how I call it, shaking Goban. He's shaking the Goban to make things complicated. But to just play here must be just good enough to win. So this game, I believe that more than 90%, 95%, Sophia gonna win. So we should check this one. Uh, so black decide to play, exchange once and then come back. White choose the most, I don't know how to say, simplest option. So it means that Denis knew that he is winning this game. So he's just making things simple and simple. Okay. And there's nothing special that I see. Okay. So if the game goes just smoothly like this, then I think white is getting quite a lot. Mm, mm, about like for me and plus a bit. So white is leading uh, pretty much. Okay. Nothing has changed, is it? And nothing will change as long as Dennis knew that he's playing this game. Okay. 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 Maybe after a few minutes, I would stop the stream. So if you have any questions about, how to study and what is the most important for learning goal or improving or my life in Korea as an insane, 연구생, or my life in Europe. Any questions? I will be your guest. Mhm. And I should tell you that tomorrow at 9 the game starts. So I don't think that I start at 9, maybe 9:30. So sleep well and then come. Then I will check uh, two games like this, and the seventh round begins at 1:30, so the stream would begin around 2. So I'm going to make it. Okay. Hmm. So nowadays, when I see professional players' games, it's a bit, how to say, hmm, difficult to follow. It's not easy, is it? I'm sure that you have that feeling too. The opening parts, I started the the checker because I bought that game. I told you the chess and checker. I don't know how to play chess yet, clearly, but checker. Oh, I liked it, okay, because I can quickly learn, and I like that feeling. Do you know how to play checker? Checkers? Then there is sort of like snapback. You need to or cutback. You give sacrifice one stone and then all of a sudden you get like four stones. How do you call that? Stones, let's say, stones in a row like that. I really like that feeling. It's pretty similar to Go, so I like it. So I was wondering that I can learn checkers so easily like this and play. Why the game is not that easy to learn? Okay. But it's because it's too wide. 1919 is too wide. If it was like like checker or chess, 8-8 or like 9-9 boards. If it is 9-9, it's much easier. Why is it easier? Because the between the checkers and chess, it's like a battle. Just two sides across the river, and then they just fight. So you can see what you need to do right away. But Go, there's nothing. You need to build. Okay, you need to build your like unit or area first, and then at some point you face each other. So it's so difficult to get into the game. Checkers, it's easy. You can just get into the game. There are not many options, therefore you just play and then, oh, okay, I got caught. Okay, maybe I need to improve. Can quickly learn it. But Go is difficult. But nowadays, when I see pros games and when I see European, like stronger than like one dan, two dan levels players games, they are really good at the opening part because the opening part is like open book. They have so many, like AI programs and books and lessons and so on. So it's so easy to learn the opening part, not like before. So uh, that part, in, the gap between the strong players and weak players become much smaller. In pro level two, strong pro and weak pro, the level become much tighter. It's because the opening part become much easier. Okay, do you agree that opening gets easier? It is definitely it gets easier, uh, but how to say? So that's why uh, opening part you need to study. Okay? If you cannot study the opening part, it's so difficult to start the game. Okay, so study opening part and get many of your favorite patterns and opening formations and use it. Okay? Then you don't need to know everything. You should just know what you like it and should be able to make it address it. Especially when you take black, it is so easy, is it? So I made two books, which is called Trouble Master and Trouble Master Volume 1 and 2. And the third one, what I'm looking for, what I'm going to make, right, is called Black's Opening. Okay. That is the opening formation that I want to, I mean, the idea that I want to share it. Okay. Black's opening. So when you take black, you can easily design your favorite opening. Then you can pass this very difficult part of Go and you know mm, do well the middle game part. Middle game part is another topic, but opening was so difficult, but it gets much easier. That's the point. Okay, so I think there are not many changes. So this game, not this one here, white already kills this whole group on the top. So white is leading by far. So black's only hope is to separate and kill this middle. Is it middle, like A or B, which isn't easy. Is it? So when your opponent tries this, you get scary, right? Okay, I understand, but it is so tough. So I believe that white gonna win this game. What would I do if I were white in this case? Hmm. To be cautious, I should push once and then play like here. So I can aim the middle. So black goes on a sideway, then I push to bother and then take it. Maybe white can kill, black can kill the middle somehow to kill the whole group. It's not easy. But even if black kills the middle, let's say something like this should be not enough to win a game. But because white already gained points on the lower side, upper side, and so on. So I believe that it is so tough to win. And second game, okay, I should just bring it back to the game. The second game, after this one, it's getting so slow, but I don't know why. Uh, why is it just answer? Code and Atari, code and capture, there's no big deal. So if the game goes smoothly, I believe that the game is pretty okay for white. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So good. So I'm going to stop streaming, and we'll be back tomorrow at about 9:30. Okay. So if you have no schedule tomorrow, then please come and enjoy this French Open Championship this year with me. Okay. Thank you. And see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye.